Okay, so Cowboy, in the footage, there is a guy getting out of a white car that looks almost like he's approaching Eric as Eric is walking down the corridor. The footage kind of shows him getting out of the car, walking towards Eric, and then, you know, leaving or whatever. And then the car is gone. The car disappears once it looks like, you know, there should be, you know, a taped off parking lot for a murder.
Like I said, regardless, I don't know. I hadn't had a chance to really look at those tapes or whatever, but by the time I left Nipsey, I walked around the counter, got to the break room. So by the time I walked and made it to the break room, I heard some gunshots. Man, as I'm running out, you hear some more gunshots. When I hit the door and run out, I see Nip on the ground, and I see this fool cutting through the alley. You know what I mean? So, you know, like I said, I don't know why that split second I had left. You know, people scrutinizing that I said I was gone 3 seconds. You know, it felt like I was only gone 3 seconds. You know, I had just left his side. You know, like I said, I wish I was there. I wish I could have took a bullet or whatever, but I can't. You know, it was God's will. You know, because it got done. It's like no matter how I replayed in my mind, know how hurt the team is. You know, the whole team is hurt that we were supposed to be there to protect us. You know, these motherfuckers is scrutinizing that I should have did this. I wish to God I could have been on his side. I know it definitely been a different outcome. You know, I could have took the bullet, nigga. It'd been 10 candles out here, but it'd have saved him, and I'd have been happy because the niggas that we trying to save ain't. I feel it's selfish to say it, but I feel they ain't even worth saving. You know what I mean? Because the same niggas is fucking up. You know, but for the 100,000, $1 million that he did touch, that make it worth it though. But you know, the Eric Dick Holder, he ain't worth. He ain't $1 million of that niggas couldn't make one Nip. You know what I mean? You feel me? That was just some scandalous shit, and you know, he'll go to hell.
I do my thing around here. They know my name around here. Swinging like my chain around here. Gang around here. Nah, it ain't safe around here. So nigga don't hang around here. Don't hang around here. Nah, it ain't safe around here.
You know, people act like I said, people gonna benefit from Nip being gone. It was nobody in our camp never jockeying for Nip position. You know, we couldn't even fill his shoes if we thought we tried. You know what I mean? So he just had a team, and we was all equal players, and he treated us equal. So, you know, for people that don't know, now you know. Now you know.
And Cowboy, how do you feel about the man who got shot right next to Nip and then got arrested?
That was one of the homies. That was one of the homies that got shot too. But that's how it goes. If you're on probation or whatever and you get shot, you get in violation. You come in contact with the police on some humbug shit, you get in violation. So
it reminds me of Suge and Tupac situation.
Yeah, it's not really. It's just that's the rule. You know, they enforcing that rule. They could have did whatever, but they just enforcing the violation.
So the Bloods and the Crips call a 40-year gang truce. This is history in the making, and you guys, you're right in the center of it. How does it make you feel?
It feels good. I mean, the ultimate goal is unity. You know, and no need in us being divided. You know, if we just divided over here, how can we do business with somebody around the corner? So we gotta all races. We need to all get together, not just Bloods and Crips. You know, whites, blacks. You know, Hispanic, wherever. We all need to get together. But through this, I got feedback from everybody. I mean, I seen police officers out in tears. People that never had heard of Nipsey had to come see once they checked out what Nip was doing. Like I said, Nip had a nice team behind him. He was, you know, his brother plays a hell of a role. You know, under the radar. Dad. We got a hell of a staff. So they're working around the clock right now, processing online orders. Like I said, the team is strong, so we still gonna keep the marathon.
And as far as the Bloods and the Crips go, I mean, shout out to Rich Rollin 60s and all my Crip homies and to all the sets nationwide. What do you think Nipsey would have felt, or how do you think he would have felt about just seeing the Bloods and the Crips all walking up to the store together, down here holding hands?
He would have been proud. even with his record label, first artist he signed up was Killer Twine, you know what I mean, Blood. So he was already bridging that gap between him and YG, you know. I'm a big fan of YG. We became partners. We played basketball against each other with me, Nip, YG. You know, he was already bridging that gap, you know what I mean? I think early on in my generation, we really couldn't accept the color lines, but nowadays you got Bloods wearing blue, Crips wearing red. So Nipsey's generation, they kind of grasped it. Like, you know, you had the Black Panthers back in the day. Then for years we've been trying to get it together, and through Nipsey, I think it can really happen. Through this music, it bridged it. So now we hanging out with the Bloods, and we're like, okay, you know what? They pretty cool over there. They ain't as bad. So if you raised thinking that these people are bad people, but now until you meet them, you don't know. So you can't judge I can't just judge all Bloods behind one person's action. I can't judge all Crips. I can't judge all Rolling 60s. I have to, it's individuals. You got some fucked up individuals in every set. So the main thing is try to weed through the weirdo individual motherfuckers that's fucking the game up, and the solid motherfuckers, and there's a lot of solid motherfuckers that done got soft over the years where they need to man up. And when you see these youngsters fucking up, you lace them and tell them why you don't do that. You got to show them the rules. So if they don't know the rules, they don't think they're doing nothing wrong. So us as adults, we got to let them know the rules, and this is how it go. And if you fuck up these rules, these is gonna be the consequences. Like I said, a lot of adults and a lot of a generation in the 90s got locked up, 3-strike laws, and they took a lot of our dads out of the equation. So a lot of kids are raising themselves. So like I said, us as adults, we have to address these issues, and we have to make sure our kids ain't out here fucking up.
Cowboy, this mural is amazing. It's been seen all over. Can you give us a little background on what's going on?
The Hispanic guy rolled up and he had a backpack with some paint, and he's like, man, I want to do a mural. And I said, man, you got some black paint? He was like, yeah. So he gave me a can of paint. I started shaking it, and he showed me this picture, and I said, I got a perfect spot for you. So I came over here and I started blotting out all the gangbanging stuff, and blotted it on out. He got up here at nighttime. He started sketching this right here. He did 30 hours. He did 10 hours a day for 3 days, and he finished it up. So that's how it came about.
Cowboy, who are some of the celebrities that have come through?
T.I. came through a couple times. Dom Kennedy, YG, some professional boxers, NBA ball players, comedians. Scroncho came through. A little bit of everybody. We got support from everybody. All the celebrities they rode. Everybody loved them.
Are there any plans to open up more stores?
You know what? I think they were in the process of opening up another store. So I know I'm not really sure how far they're on with that. But I think they do have something in the makings. Basically, really up to the team. Whatever whatever the big wigs, whenever they get together and they decide, then we'll let you know.
Do you feel like the Puma deal will still go through?
I would imagine so. I would imagine it would be it'd be just as big. I would imagine it would still keep going and be bigger than ever.
Just one last question on kind of the way it all transpired, it all went down. A lot of people online are asking about the cameras and security and things like that. Did the police capture more of the video footage than what we've been shown?
No, they didn't get any extra footage. As far as the cameras that we have in our stores or whatever, those are basically not recording. Those are basically cameras just for the employees. You know, it might be at home and you want to check in on the shop or whatever it may be. So it wasn't one of those things where, you know, where it was recorded like that. You know what I mean? So.
Do you have anything additionally you want to say?
Well, through all of this, I hope the world can get it together. You know, get your life together. Run your lap on earth. What is your niche? Be the best at whatever you can be. When you're dead and gone, what is the world gonna remember you by? So don't let Nipsey death be in vain. Be the best you can be, and when you get where you're going, help somebody else. Give back to the less fortunate. You know, keep the marathon continue. He's passing us the baton. Now it's on you to do the right thing. It's on you to lace your kids, teach your kids what right from wrong. Be that parent, be that role model. You know what I mean? You know, that's how we keep it going. It's in us. It's in us. You know, let's keep the marathon, and the marathon must continue. You know what I mean? So if we get more people doing the right thing, then we can weed out the ones that's out here not doing the right thing. And ultimately, we want to do the right thing.
Schloss support, schloss support, schloss support, schloss support, schloss support, schloss support, schloss.